Heard me say it. One of the things I really love about Kakeru's gameplay, I really adore this, is his optimization from medium attacks. Crouching medium punch into drive rush cancel, and stand medium kick into drive rush cancel, or punish counter confirms. So he really gets into that here.
I also really enjoy the placement of his OD departures too, being able to sandwich his opponents pretty consistently and forcing them to make the decision whether to drive rush or not. I think overall that expenditure of using the OD gauge against any opponent to kind of force the mistake is really, really important.
Again, I love watching, shouts to Lord Venom, I love watching Lord Venom back in the European scene, but this guy is like 2 tiers up from there. He's just that good to me. Oh, starts off Standfist, and because that was a very situational anti-air, because that looked like an empty jump from Daigo. Standfist will always make you float regardless if you are airborne. And there we're talking about it, the crouching medium punch optimization. He may be able to take the round, Vicious. It's like we studied these players to be able to show you guys and paint the picture for you in this lovely picturesque stage.
Didn't even have to use the level 1. Didn't even need to use OD as much, right? It was just a regular departure that kind of forced the situation and momentum in Kakeru's favor. Speaking of, OD Amnesia catches the overhead against Daigo, sending him back with the spike departure again. He's making him cautious about this approach, but again, it's the drive gauge war that Kakeru is looking for.
Ghouls and Goblins, Stalagmite gonna go into Chornabog, the level 1, and sets up the departure again and trying to bait Daigo to doing something. He's probably looking for the driver opportunity into maybe Dragon Lash to Standfist, but he jumps out and has so, and then here, as soon as he tried to drive rush, crouching medium punch.
Gotta be level 2 of incoming, right? No, he's gonna be departure instead. He doesn't need it. He's looking for the chip first. Yes, sir, and it was a punish counter. I don't know what the attempt was. Perhaps maybe a mistimed parry from the side of Daigo Umehara. But either way, had he survived that chip damage was coming regardless, because level 2 was in stock for Kakeru.
And immediately already starts off with EX Torblan into the Stalagmite, and then again sets up the Purple Haze. Almost got it.
Ay, 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 that hurt from downtown too, man. The roundhouse. The fierce.
We felt that. Jumped in, no anti-air, and another Standfist to punish the throw attempt there, and this is huge damage here, a good 30%, and that's going to be the round.
Imagine that. Oh boy, another character we've seen with combos into their throws, or off of their throws.
Hey, fun game. I like combos off of throws when I'm doing them.
Of course, of course. You couldn't see him put his hand up in the air as he mentioned that second part of that statement. The big asterisk towards that. And Kakeru, I'm sure he feels the same. Looking to do so again. Now has Daigo in the corner yet again. It's been a one-player game. This is World Tour mode for Kakeru.
Oh, you sneaky bugger with the target combo there. Kakeru gets hit with the punish counter, and that might have been an execution blunder there from Daigo into the drive impact. And then if he gets one hit, that's going to be interdiction, and that'll be the game. But he gets thrown, put in burnout.
Oh boy.
Damn, that was an audacious throw tech there from Kakeru, but he's got a little bit of breathing space. If Daigo whiffs anything. Oh, there you go.
Stop on the counter and the standing. Oh my gosh, that was actually so slick. And it's so tough when you see that low medium kick block in ruin. It's you know, you try to want to counter poke most of the time. But it's Kakeru with the stoppage. Again, standing medium kick is such a good button for counter pokes.
See, I'll tell you something interesting about this game. Spacing track, well, okay, that's interesting because as soon as we started, I just saw a perfect parry, and Daigo is already sent to the corner again. That man looks absolutely bamboozled. I don't know if player 2 helped you. Maybe player 1 would have helped, I don't know.
I'm not too certain, to be quite honest with you, man. We talk about those preferences on hitbox, you know, or leverless, excuse me.
Oh, there you go.
That was cool. He was looking for it, right? The stop against the drive rush. Daigo 2 steps ahead. The crosscut DP, you know it.
That's actually good though, because anti-air DPs, they do the same amount of damage as regular throws, so you take the damage and you're out of the corner. Yeah. Avoid a throw loop, so yeah, it's equivalent. It's fine, we'll take it.
It's not bad. In terms of the positioning, obviously Kakeru doesn't want to spend any sort of time against Cannon jail time. It's going to be really, really tough to manage, I feel like, defensively. And of course, he's ready for the Dragon Lash. Who isn't, right?
Straight to the corner, drive, gauge, well spent.
Good block! 2 overheads in a row!
My man is so brazen, but he's 2-0 up. He can do whatever the hell he wants here. Amnesia, gonna get punished.
Level 1? No, the backdash.
That was rude. Nice perfect parry there on the EX Hadouken, and he tried a perfect parry the Dragon Lash, but it didn't quite work. Runs into a stand hard kick.
Oh, you gotta be...
He's gonna build the BU type for level 3. There we go. Okay, he's messed it up. So I'm so sorry. Here comes Lavushka. Oh my god, is he? No, he didn't avoid it. Oh, he did! Okay, he only got hit once, but you might have lost anyway.
Oh, and he dashed up into the roundhouse. Daigo just throwing out the heavy in anticipation for the movement. But also, Kakeru, he still would have been in max range regardless.
True. But right now, Daigo is making the adaptation. This is forced adaptation, by the way. He has no choice but to win 3 games on the bounce if he wants to progress through. The winner's side of the bracket gets a throw.
Not like this. Oh, what a time to counter hit.
Drive rush in.
Back throw? No, he just goes for the full-on punish counter to set up the departure. The burnout is there. Daigo is going to be in dire straits shortly, but oh, that could have been huge.
Well, he went for a down forward fierce to get the sweep anyway there, did Kakeru, and then throws out the stand medium punch, pushes Daigo away to set up the bullet hell in burnout, but he's about to replenish his drive stock. Let's see what Daigo can do with it. That's going to be the game. That is the game. Coming at you. 2-1 here. Daigo making that comeback. Slowly but surely making those necessary adjustments. All right, and then the crowd quietly applauds.
Jeez, the reaction towards the OD Torbalon was everything for Daigo. Again, he treats it like a fireball. You have to essentially treat it like a fireball. From that distance, feint or not, you're still able to get that punish counter, right?
Yes, true. And he already throws out the hard kick looking for the punish counter because he wanted to take Kakeru immediately to the corner there. And they drive rush in, just slow to the punch there was Daigo. Then gets clipped by the departure follow-up. And already at 50% vitality here, not looking too good. Now your dry gauge is in trouble. You're about to lose that.
Like we talked about earlier, right? You're forcing that awkward position of whether or not to drive rush past the departure. Well, but it's Daigo spending it. If I'm gonna be in burnout, I want to do it by my hands.
Do it, yeah. I 100%. If you're gonna put yourself in burnout, do it by your own volition, please. You'll feel better that way, just for about 2 seconds.
2 seconds is right as we see the chip damage. Back-to-back OD Torbalons into the spike. Kakeru looking at match point from that chip damage scenario. Again, Daigo already pretty aggressive. Kakeru might have tried to use movement as a defensive option, who knows? But it's still got the target combo. Now Daigo is in somewhat of control against Kakeru, pushing towards the corner. The roundhouse lands. The big counter pull from Kakeru. Get off of me. Departure now.
All right, there you go, throws the fireball there, and the anti-air Shoryuken. Can you just marshal him in the corner, maybe fish for a button into drive impact if he gets the chance. But right now, Kakeru's fighting his way up. No anti-air, 2 last minute. Nice walk under there, no punish counter.
Hey.
But it worked out. Baited, drive impact.
Shot.
Gonna mix him up, or is he gonna go for a full combo? Looks like he's gonna go for a full combo here.
Double departure.
Oh,
no,
that's
Daigo
it. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, that's it. He's done. He's done. That's the whole combo. Full optimization into interdiction, making it 3-1 here for Kakeru over Daigo Umehara.
Man, there's one thing you need to do against the Beast, and that's to take care of business with him early.